from 24-Hour News 8.
Breaking news developing at this hour in Ottawa County, where two homes caught fire just a half an hour apart. Our crew's just back from the scene. We'll have the latest.
And we've got snow out over Lake Michigan coming up. We'll talk about the coldest night in 2 years.
And messy snow and ice creating slippery roads earlier today. We're tracking still the condition of those roads for you tonight, and we're making calls to get you the latest information. Good evening. Alongside Bill Steffen, I'm Larry Figurski. This is 24-Hour News 8 at 11.
Watching out for you on air, online, on the go. This is 24-Hour News 8.
Well, it was a rough day on the roads, falling snow and packed ice making the roads very slick today. This video of just some of the many crashes we continued to follow throughout the afternoon. By our count, nearly 100 cars involved in crashes in just Kent County alone, most of them on our now relatively quiet freeways. We'll have team coverage with Krista Hilliard in just a minute, but we begin tonight with Chief Meteorologist Bill Steffen here in the 24-Hour Tracking Center, and it's going to be a cold morning.
Boy, that's for sure. The coldest we got all last winter was 4 above. It was kind of a wimpy winter here last year in terms of temperature, but boy, it's getting cold out there right now. Coming up, we'll talk about how cold it is now, how cold it's going to be tomorrow morning, and what's ahead for next week.
As we mentioned off the top, we are following breaking news right now out of Ottawa County. Two homes catching fire in the county within a half an hour of one another. 24-Hour News 8's Tom Hillen joins us now live from the newsroom with the very latest.
Larry, there are still crews out on both of those fire scenes at the live desk. Tom Hillen, 24-Hour News 8.
Well, no serious injuries to report tonight, but tons of cars, SUVs, even some 18-wheelers stuck in today's treacherous weather. 24-Hour News 8's Krista Hilliard has been out on the roads all day. She joins us now live with the very latest there. Crystal?
We're live on Interstate 131 tonight. Crystal Hilliard, 24-Hour News 8.
Thanks, Crystal. Of course, stay with 24-Hour News 8 for all your latest weather updates. And, of course, don't miss 24-Hour News 8 Daybreak before you head out Sunday morning. Again, on the weekend, it runs from 6 to 8. The Wayland Floral and Gift Shop is back open for business after a gas leak earlier this week forced it to close. Now, the gas first started leaking on Monday. That leak forced Wayland Floral and Hastings City Bank to close all week. In fact, Hastings City Bank still remains closed. However, city leaders say if conditions continue on Monday, banking operations will be opened in the council chambers at Wayland City Hall. Plus, it's day 2 for the Congresswoman Giffords on her long road to recovery in Texas. Doctors say Friday that the transition to her new hospital was flawless. More on her story coming up.
Muskegon, 21 inches on the ground. One of our observers measured 24 on the ground north of Holland. That's a lot of snow.
Yeah, still here inland. It's been a very quiet winter.
That's right. 2 inches at the airport so far.
Thanks, Bill. Well, we are closely following Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords as she begins recovery treatment in Texas. After the break, more on what doctors say is a promising but difficult recovery. It was 2 weeks ago today that a gunman opened fire on Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords in Tucson, Arizona. This evening, she's in a hospital in Houston beginning her long road on the recovery and rehabilitation. Doctors say they're pleased with her progress, but experts caution it's too early to tell just how long that recovery will take. Brian Moore has the details. Now, the Red Wings losing both a game and a goaltender today, and both the Spartans and Wolverines facing top 20 opponents tonight on the hardwood. Jason Terzis has your highlights up next.
He passed away this past November.
Good to see him do that. I know you like the Steelers tomorrow. Bears or Packers?
Green Bay.
Green Bay. I think that's what we're going to see. Packers and Steelers. Back with the final look at your weather right after this.
I think the cold trend is going to continue into the early part of February.
And a cold day for football tomorrow, right? In both Pittsburgh and Chicago?
18, 19 degrees in Chicago. East wind, damp wind coming off the lake. Ooh.
That's the way it should be. All right, thanks, Bill. Thanks for joining us. Daybreak begins at 6 a.m. Have a great rest of your weekend. Take care.